with you, man. So
Yeah, thanks, man. Okay. Hey, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Typical Skeptic podcast. I'm really excited about tonight. Brad's here. He's going to be showing us evidence. Brad's been on my show before, Dab Brad, he goes by, but his name's Brad Brodie. He's been channeling beings, dowsing. He's a 12D seer. He's been researching all kinds of esoteric evidence for a good amount of time. He brings a grounded and awesome approach to the phenomena. He's very positive, and he's been documenting evidence of sky beings in the clouds for years, literally, like years. And yeah, like I said, this isn't the first show we've done together. We've done a couple, and I always like having Brad on the show. And yeah, Brad, it's good to see you, man. How are you?
It's a blessing to be here, brother. Thank you, man, for having me on here. Man, I love your show because you're doing a service for humanity right now, which goes unmatched, dude. Because what you're doing is you're allowing humanity to open up their collective consciousness and see the connectivity of everybody's frequencies going through all these different experiences. And now, because of you, other people are now helping ushering their awakening. So keep doing what you're doing, my friend.
Thanks, man. Thanks. So what's been going on since the last time I saw you? You're still documenting evidence of the beings. Now, can you share on StreamYard? Will you be able, do you want to share? Because I can say we can get into it right away,
Yeah, let's do it. Let me share my screen.
I think once it adds to the bottom, and then I'll pop it up on the screen.
Let me see here. Okay, so I have to do it this way first. Okay, now the tire screen. Okay, here we go. I don't know if they'll let me share it this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna add it right now. Yeah, dude, I can tell your beings are here, man, because my headache went away. I had a headache right before this, and I was like, holy shit, it's like my ears are popping and stuff. Like dude, this is like amazing.
Yeah, so before I came on here, what I did was I asked my guides, which are these angels and different beings, to come in to shield this conversation, and I asked my higher self and my guides to make sure that the information that comes through is received. So it's kind of like energy. It's like when you put the energy and you set that intention out there, it does something, and immediately any negative beings and attachments, thought forms that are around are now null and void. So it is. So it's awesome. I love it. It's cool.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of us don't get taught this knowledge of being able to protect ourselves and command our space and our reality. And these beings are around, man, in our reality field so much that it's just an everyday thing now. So now I have a bunch of different guides that come to me. And when I remember the last time I was here, I was going through all this. And so much has changed since the last time I've been here. And I've been getting these downloads of information, and a lot of pointing into the right direction of what's happening and what's going on. And there's a lot of us that's coming into our own awakening to certain things. And it's just a beautiful time to be alive right now, man, because our bodies, our minds, our pineal glands is being decalcified. Our bodies are upgrading to these higher frequencies. A lot of us were born here to anchor in these timelines, these higher frequencies, to help the collective see. So that's partially what I'm here. Like, I found out my purpose, and now I'm ushering what I'm here to do and empowering others to do what they're supposed to do as well. And some people are already living their lifestyles and living exactly what they're supposed to do, because everything about us is encoded in our DNA and our birth code. And that's why I do readings on people. I do it passionately, and I love it because I found out that your birth is not by mistake. It's by design. And even your imprint, your soul imprint, everything about you is by design and to a T, to this moment right now, what you're doing right at this moment. So
yeah, can I tell you, Brad, like, I cover all kinds of stuff on this show. Like, I cover a lot of darker stuff at times. Like, like some parts of that Amanda interview were a little bit dark. And then the interview I did before that was a little bit dark. So like, it's like, to have someone that's like, it's like I want to cover the positive stuff too. You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like everything has pieces of the puzzle, and like we're all, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like a refreshing to have you on the show. Like, I love every show I do. I feel like we have to bring out the bad stuff too. Yeah, like this is refreshing.
Yeah, it's a balance, man. You have to have a balance. Okay, we have our shadow selves, we have our light selves. We have to engage in both to be able to navigate and perceive what our reality is. But once you stay on one side of yourself too long, then that's when you get off balance. So yeah, the knowledge has to be shared of all this dark stuff that's been done to us for centuries, for us to be enlightened enough to create this reality that we're creating right now. And I just want to show people that the beings that you're looking outside of yourself, they're already here. They've been here some of them have been here for thousands of years, centuries. And these are 12D plus higher beings. Some of them are coming from the 13th, 14th, 15th density, the primal sound and light field. So that's why some people will see these rainbow streaks in the sky and different type of beings. I'm going to show you today. So a lot of what your audience is going to see are beings that are really ancient, and a lot of them are encoded with activations in them. So if you're just seeing this, if it's just your first time seeing my photos, it's sort of like an activation. So it's like once you see them here in this setting, then you'll start to see them in your reality field, especially if you're at the right frequency. So that's how frequency works.
Tell the people what they're seeing, though, Brad. Like you explained it, but like, how did this all start happening for you? Like, when did you start getting the idea to start taking pictures of the sky? Like, how did it all fall into place?
So yeah, it's part of my journey, man. And I can tell you, so it started for me a few years back. I was highly involved in the disclosure community. I was awake, but I wasn't fully awakened. And I was really interested, like something was yearning inside of me my whole life to learn more about the esoteric side of life, more about aliens or past lives, stuff like that. I didn't know anything. I was completely green. Okay. I listened to a lot of Alex Collier, James Gillian, Peter Maxwell Slattery, a lot of uplifting ascension information. And then I started getting guided to a specific area, which started my journey. And then I started getting visited by these beings. And one day it was just like overnight. I think we had a timeline jump that happened. And I remembered seeing the lights, because these beings are energy, okay? So they can hop in our lights, they can hop in our phones, they can hop in on our screens. And the lights were really vibrant. They were rainbow colors. And I remember that like some of these lights are portals, okay? So I was like, why are the lights looking like spider webs? And they just look like they're glowing. And all of a sudden the lights would start moving. And ever since that moment, I started being able to see them in the sky. And these beings will come to me and in different ways and different looks. And I had to train my brain into seeing what they were. And then once I started realizing, okay, this is bigger than me, because I was going into thoughts, okay, am I projecting this? Is this part of my reality field? No, this is something that, when you're ready to see it, the veil will be removed for you. But you got to be at that frequency and you got to be ready to see it. And it's a mastery, okay, in seeing. And that's something actually I'm going to look more into. I'm looking into start a seer school for individuals that really want to learn how to see and have the gift to see, because it's a whole mastery on doing it. It's not just going in and just mirroring anything and seeing, yeah, you can do that and you'll get faces. But if you really want to get the detail, you have to go through the whole work of the mastery, which is loving yourself, learning more about who you are, protecting your space, protecting your environment, purifying your body, learning the different colorations of what you're seeing, communicating with them, because they are conscious. They talk to us all the time, but just telepathically, and we just kind of just shrug it off and we think it's a coincidence. What it took for me to figure out the mirroring was, I kept seeing them. I kept taking these sky pictures, and I had thousands of them. And I'm like, you know what? They look like half faces, and they look like there's more there than what it is. And something told me, go into a mirroring app and just mirror it. Now, a friend of mine was already doing it, but she didn't connect the dots to there was faces there. I kind of went into it more deeper and just started taking pictures and mirroring them. And I started realizing that you're completing this sacred geometry, the second half, and it's creating a perfect balance of different beings.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Which is really amazing. So you're going to see the coding in here. Like in this photo here, there's a being with, this is the crazy part. He has 777 on his cheek. Okay. And then his hat is a cat being with also another being here in the middle here. So he has a cat in a hat with 777 going on his cheek. He looks kind of like he'd be out of Avatar or something, but he looks human. And a lot of our guides are, some of them are human, some of them aren't. So you have to be ready to accept the fact that not all of the angels look like you and I. You're going to start realizing that a lot of the angels look alien and galactic. That's because they are, because the angels and aliens are in the same realm. They're pretty much the same. So when we these beings don't have a physical body, but they can kind of manifest into multiple different things at will, and it takes one takes one and one takes many, but they're all one. So when you look in these pictures, you're going to notice multitude of different beings in here that make up the one bigger being that's coming through, who's the one that's kind of holding the mic, while the other ones are holding the door open for them to speak. And they all have to work together significantly. If they all don't work together, then they don't show up correctly. It's like if you don't have the right tread on your tire, then the bike's not going to be performing well. So everything has to be aligned for them to come through in this degree. And that's the magic of it, is being able to connect that and then check out your surroundings when it's happening. Because a lot of people see these beings and like they get freaked out because they never seen something like this. And that's partially why there has to be an understanding of what you're seeing, because some of these beings don't look like, they're not human looking. Like when they told us what angels look like, the halo on their head, the wings, and some of them have but they look a lot more complex than what we would think. And they're not. Some of them aren't going to look the part, like this one here. Like, it's a huge being here, but inside of him, you can see this little guy right here holding his hands up with another being here. And I caught this one outside just on a regular sunny day with a lot of clouds. That they usually like to hide in this cloud a lot.
I see three beings there. I see. Yep. I'll show my mouse. Like, I see one right here. If you can you see my mouse, Brad? Okay. Then I see one right here, which is more like an entity. Then I see one right here. He's like holding everything up. That's amazing. Oh my God. You can see detail on this guy down here. You can see eyes and everything. This is amazing.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. They have eyes, all have personalities. And you can really see the faces. This is a Lyran female that came out of the sun. And this is where I found out the sun was a portal. Because when I seen this being, her come out, and actually there's more than just her here. If you actually pay attention here, look at the forehead. This is a beak, and this is her ears is actually eyes of another bird being, which I believe is some kind of avian, but he's got like a bird being slant here. And then there's a little being that makes up her mouth. That's right here.
Oh, shit. Yeah. That's so cool. This is insane. This is amazing. Yeah, like this guy right here, like where my mouse is, he looks like he has a tiger's head, but it's like an alien tiger. It's like a Lyran. You know what I mean? Like it's like are these our protectors? These guys are protectors? Are they protect? Or what's their stance on Earth? Like what do they feel about what's going on here?
They've been here for a long time. They've been watching our development. These beings are angels, so they are here to watch us grow and help and assist when necessary. And a lot of these beings are ancient beings. So, like they've been here since the beginning. And the thing is, now we're able to our bodies are being upgraded from all these different blasts from the sun because of the Schumann resonance. If you check that out, it's been showing, calculating the consciousness on the planet and the blast of the Schumann, these energies. That's literally upgrading our bodies overnight. So as we're going along here, the veil is going to be removed slowly for certain individuals. And for me, it was like I had to go through this boot camp program with them. And they finally just said, okay, we're taking it off. I think we're ready. And all of a sudden, this world of just what our reality is just opened up. And I started getting all these downloads of information from them. And it goes with trusting yourself, too, because you got to trust of what you're experiencing, what you're thinking, what thoughts and concepts come to mind at the time when you're thinking them. Because sometimes your thoughts aren't your thoughts. And that's why it's important to have that reflection time and clear your space and to make sure that you're protected before you go out there, because they do have technologies to put thoughts in our mind. But when you're walking like this, sovereign, walking in your spirit, walking in your power, it doesn't matter what device they got. It don't matter. You're gonna be fine. So yeah, that's the thought process. You got to go out in there like it's already done, like you already are protected, and you got to say it. You got to literally mean it and say it. That's kind of how our reality works. This is another feline. And what's really interesting is how you can look at these pictures, and when you flip these upside down, they're completely different beings with the same dimensions, like like before. So let me see here. Let me see if I can flip it here. Well, let me flip it. Oh, right here. I was like, okay. Yeah, you see? So now you got a little guy down here, this little guy here. I wanted to kind of go through some of these. These are selections of all my. I just took some of my best ones over the last few years and threw them together. But I got some that I'm gonna show you the originals from and how it looks on a grand scale. Because when these beings come in, they're massive. Okay, some of them. The thing is that we only perceive 99 point. We don't perceive 99. We don't perceive 1% of what energies and lights that in the universe. Our eyes can only see that 1%. So there's like 99% of different lights and colors and frequencies that we're not seeing. And the scale of these beings, some of them are massive. I'm talking about miles wide, hundreds of feet tall, hundreds of feet wide. So when we're focusing in on them, a lot of the times we're only focusing in on one part, and we're not like doing a wide angle shot of someone. Here's that being I was trying to show you. He kind of looks like Aang from Avatar. He's got this little arrow in his head, and they have personalities here. So just a wild thing. This is a star at nighttime. Our stars are alive and conscious, and if you go and zoom in on it, it's going to blur because the star knows. So the thing is, they know that you're looking at them, which is kind of crazy because how many people look up at the stars all at once at any given time? So the fact that they can do that and they are aware that you're taking pictures and they can rise in elevation, and when they do that, when your phone tries to focus on them, it means they're moving, and it's trying to focus. So when it's blurred out like that, that's the best time to get a picture of them because it's literally a liquid plasma. These stars, these orbs. And they're literally moving around. So when you capture that photo and mirror it, you'll get photos like this, where there'll be beings.
That's amazing.
These stars. And
wow.
And this is just what you think it is. So
it's amazing. It's really like it's mind blowing.
Yeah, it is mind blowing because this is happening all at once every day. And a lot of us now. Here's the thing, like. I realized is at the beginning of this journey, there was some kind of blockage where I noticed that everywhere these beings would manifest, we would have, our skies would be blocked by, trails. I'm not going to go into the names. I don't want to, you know what I mean? those trails they're putting up, they were putting in the air. Now I'm more confident that that's not happening no more because of the recent events that's happening, how everything's been a military operation, and that now I'm more confident that what's being put into the air is now proactively helping humanity decalcify their pineal glands and see even more. And if you notice, every time you do see those streaks, sometimes you're going to notice that those streaks they can't be made by human or drones because they're doing some crazy angles. There's faces in the streaks. And I realized that some of the streaks is actually these beings moving around from cloud to cloud in our reality. And sometimes they leave a streak because they're so fast. So just pay attention to it because you're going to realize that whenever you see that, you're going to have a lot of activity happening.
That is amazing.
So we got, let me see here. Oh, here's a fish being here, amphibious being. I caught this one outside of the dollar store. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, you can go to the store and you're going to see them. There's so many of them around in our reality field. And if you happen to see a half a face or an eyeball, that's kind of what I look for first. Because I'll show you what they look like. Kind of.
This dude looks like to me like he got like a crazy haircut, you know what I mean? He's got like his face here, but then you can see like he's got hair coming up, like blue hair,
Yes.
Or is that just my imagination? Or you know what I mean? Like
yes, yeah, it looks insane.
Are some of these beings amphibious? Like would they be considered like an amphibious being? You know what I mean?
They're everything, dude. Any kind of being that is in service to the universe, you're going to pretty much see. I've seen dog beings, amphibious beings, bird beings, blue avians, Andromedans, Palladians, human-looking ones. I even seen my loved ones that crossed over that show up.
Wow.
So everything you can imagine that's on the other side is now available for us to actually preview. So that's the crazy part. And there's another cat being here. You can see his the mouth, the eyes. He actually the eyes are coming in very clearly now. And this light that you see coming in, these are high density colors coming in from the 12, 13, 14 density. And you'll notice that when you take a picture of them and you have to adjust your contrast and saturation, and it's just so bright. Like, have you ever went outside when the sun's setting, take a picture, and then you see a cloud and it's the sun setting and the cloud looks like the sun's still in there? It's like all bright.
Yeah.
Now, those are high density colors you're seeing that's reflecting in your lens. That's not like a sun anomaly. That's and you'll notice that in there when they're in there. So you said, have you seen the Sky Swatch?
I was going to ask you that. That's Sovereign Cosmic Wildman. He asked a lot of interesting questions. Have you ever seen anything like that, like a sky Sasquatch?
Yes, I have. I have seen a sky Sasquatch before, like a Bigfoot kind of deal. But there was multiple beings assisting him coming in. Like this guy, this being looks like Sub-Zero. You know, he's got a mask on, he's got human eyes.
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah.
There's another being in here that's kind of assisting him.
Whoa, that is insane.
The thing is, don't be afraid of what you're seeing. None of these beings are demonic, I can promise you. These beings have been assisting me, and they were assisting you. The thing is, they don't look like what you particularly would and that's why a lot of people are afraid. But you got to understand, what does a demon look like to you? Because has anybody seen a demon in like an actual picture of it, other than what's being created? It's the fact is that they spun that image in our minds, so we are afraid of what we're seeing. So when we see these beings, we check out immediately. But
I've seen some interdimensionals. Like what happens, what I've noticed lately is when I smoke weed, you know, like when I blaze, like, and I might blaze here in a second, honestly, to be honest, like, but like, you know, like when I blaze, like I'll go outside and I start to see interdimensionals like all the time. You know what I mean? Like it, like weed, like activates something for me in my head. And I know we shouldn't rely on that, you know, because I know you can see these things without that, but like, you know, like I like to blaze and I like to like, you know, look at interdimensionals because they're everywhere.
Yeah, because the cannabis helps you reach those higher realms. That's why they made it so illegal for so many years, because people were activating their pineal glands and going into these higher realms of consciousness, unbeknownst to them knowing that they were doing this, and it was unlocking their mind from the matrix. So that's partially what it is. It actually helps usher. You will actually see, whenever I've done that, I actually see more beings whenever I do that. But now I try to lay back on anything that's extra, because I'm seeing them so much now that if I did that, it'd be like I would see them everywhere. This is my brother here coming in, so you can see this is him with his forehead.
Did your brother pass away?
Yeah, my brother crossed over in 2015, but he's still with me, and he's came through.
Sorry for your loss.
Oh, you're good, man. It was, you know, his soul contract was part of that. And it was, and we knew that before he passed that it was going to happen, because a psychic told me and my mother years before that one of us wasn't going to be here, and so he chose to be. He was my guard. He's one of my guardians. He chose to be that, and he's showing me that because he's came through so many different times. He comes and visits me so often. So I just wanted to show you people that our loved ones are still here, and we can connect with them pretty often if we actually look for them. So that's the cool part about that. Yeah. Here's another being from that set. This is actually a being that was with my brother that was assisting him coming through. And when I took that shot of my brother, she showed up, and you can tell there's a little being right here assisting her. Hey, what's up, Stardust? Good seeing you. And assisting her. And then there's other beings assisting coming through at the bottom here, which makes this even more interesting. That's why I said, like, all these different conglomerate of beings, and there's some beings assigned to us that have been assigned to us since birth, and now that you're starting to see them, you're starting to connect with them, and all they want to do is see you progress, because we all have a purpose while we're here. Our birth is by design. So there's a reason why we're here. Some of us are here to help anchor these higher frequencies. Some of us are here to help empower others. Some of us are here just to be the light that you are, because there's some people that literally their presence alone walking around just changes things in our reality.
I agree.
They're like grid workers. It's like Snow White. You know, you just walk around and all the flowers come out, the animals come out around them, and people's energy levels change. So just being the light that you are is a service. So just, you know, and sometimes you need to be reminded.
I love the way you think about things, Brad. You're amazing, dude. I love the way you think about things. Like that's I love that. That's you're absolutely right, you know. And I love being around that. Like the girl that's in the chat right now, Joyful Jennifer. She's like that. She has that kind of vibe. She like just exactly how you explained. She's exactly like the orbs come out for her all the time. You know what I mean? She's like very connected to the earth, and she's very nice. That's why she's getting called Joyful Jennifer, because she's like always in a good mood. You know what I mean? Like,
people that have a high Venus degree.
Yes.
And that's what I do for my readings, man. Like when I look at people's charts, I can tell that it's encoded into your energy, into your chart, your birth. It's who you are. It's your core part of you. So like people who have high Venuses degrees, they're like lighthouses. Okay. They're like the kind of people that like, you can just drop your guard around them. They make you feel empowered. Just being around them is a joyful experience. And it's kind of like almost like they can't go anywhere without people, even strangers, coming up and talking to them. So it's kind of like that. It's like that energy. So they gotta have to protect their energy a lot, because just by how they're a lighthouse, everybody can see their light, even the negative people and beings. So they got to protect themselves. But yeah, that's who they are, and that's what they're here to do. They're here to be the anchors and to be these lighthouses, and just to shine their light everywhere they go, just by being.
Do you believe in the 144,000 that Dolores Cannon talked about?
Yeah, I even want to take it a step further with that. I believe that yes, there are the 144,000, but it's also a measurement on all your chakra points being activated, and when you add that all up, it becomes 144,000 hertz. And when you're running at a full conscious level, that's running at 144,000 hertz God frequency. So when you're able to really perceive your reality, balance your ego, and rise up, because we're ascended masters, man. All of us are ascended souls, and we're constantly going up and down in consciousness on a regular basis, depending on who we're around and depending on what we're doing. So we gotta remember that.
Wow, this one is beautiful. This is absolutely look at that. You can see people inside there. You can see like there's being, like you can see beings, and so there's a being there. There's a being there, and then they're inside this being. Like I wonder, wow, that's amazing.
And then you have like this one here. This one is a little bit like you can see him kind of flexing here, but he's got like they all do their own part, and they kind of have to remind me to show me that they're around. And then I want to say like the dragon thing. There's so many dragons, Rishi dragons, all over the place, and these dragons are ancient, and they're here to help usher. I have a few dragons to come see me pretty regularly. Here's one of them. I mean, they're just, you can see his snout.
That's amazing, dude. That's insane.
And how big he is. He's huge. And then they come
all
in.
The dragon people. Yeah, I was gonna say all the dragon people in the chat are gonna go off when they see this, because like that's a real dragon. Holy shit, man.
Oh, they're real. They're definitely real. This one was miles long. If I showed you the other pictures of the body, it was going all around. It was coming out of this like portal thing, and he's really long. But then sometimes they'll pop up for me when I ask. Like it might take them a day. I'll ask my guides if my dragon come see me, and within like sometimes in the same day, my dragon will show up, and I have some pictures of them. But yeah, I just want to show you guys that the dragons are real, and there's certain souls that's here that have dragons around them all the time, and they probably know this. They definitely know this if they're around. These dragons are powerful. Like when they show up, you feel their energy. The weather changes, like the temperature either drops or rises, and they're just a whole vibe when you're around them. That's how you know. We can do rod questions. We can do rod questions for the audience. I would love to do that. We'll do that shortly here. We'll just go through a couple more pictures, and
and do you want to do a couple readings? Like, do you want to try that?
Yeah, we can do some rod readings if you'd like. With the audience, anybody wants to check out. Let me see here. What I do is I do I do all types of readings. One of my favorites is using the dowsing rods, because what I found out is any medium. See, we are the receiver of information, so the rods actually just help us see the information clearer. But I really don't need the rods anymore. I just get the downloads. But I like to use the rods because people can see a physical reaction. Because what's happening is the answers is coming from my guides into me, into the rods, and the rods move. And sometimes I will get the answer before the rods even move, and then the rods just verify my answer. So it's similar to pendulums. It's similar to tarot, but it's but I love copper rods because they kind of give a interesting response to certain things. So yeah, we can do that. Let me see here. Let me get to something real quick before we do. I want to show you guys. They wear accessory hats too. Like you got beings with cowboy hats. I mean, you
that's hilarious, dude.
Yeah. So I mean, they do wear accessories. You'll see them sometimes wearing glasses.
It looks like he even has this like a little weapon here. Like, look like you can see like it's like an alien with bug eyes and a cowboy. Then it's like it's like he's sporting blades or something. Like he's rocking some blades in his hands. You know?
Yes.
That's hilarious. Like,
yeah, it's funny,
dude,
man.
This is amazing.
And show different kind of things. This is yeah, they'll come through.
That one before that reminded me of a Buddha for some reason.
Which one? This one? I was going down the road with Kathy.
Can you go back? I just wanted to show you that one. That gave me like a Buddha vibe.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
This one you can see the light codes coming in, these crystalline frequencies. And this is just amazing crystalline frequencies coming in here. Where is this one?
Wow.
I wanted to show you all.
That's
okay, so this is what it looks like, how they kind of look like regularly. The sun was setting here, and I wanted to capture this one because it was beautiful and it was serene, and you can see the pinks and the hues, the different colors. But this is them kind of how they look like in our reality, how we kind of perceive them. And when you go to mirror it, they look like this. So you have a whole being here, different beings in different shades, and all the different shades kind of connect to what you're looking at. So just pay attention to the different hues and the different shadings, because that all matters. I mean, some of us are just looking at this part, but then you have these beings, and then when you flip it, sometimes it's a whole nother being. Like here you go, you can see them right there. It's a whole other being. Oh my
God, that's insane.
Because a lot of the times they're upside down, man. They're right side up like this.
I see, dude. Like I see three beings in there. I see three beings in there. Can I point them out to you? So there's it could be possibly four. There's a guy here, a guy here, a guy here, and a guy, or a being here, a being here, a being here, and a being here. It looks like I can see like four of them. Like they're showing themselves to me. It's amazing, especially these two. These two are really prominent. I mean, I smoke weed, so my senses are intense to look flat a little bit, but like these two are really prominent, you know?
Yes.
Like, it's dude, this is, I don't know how you do this. This is amazing. This is like,
this is so many of them, bro. It's so many of them. And I asked them, so before, when this all happened, I said, look, you're going to have to come in and help me, assist me, and guide me, so that way I can do the best of my ability to help educate the collective and educate myself. So they put me through a crash course, and I had a rough time going through this crash course because I had a lot of issues. I got attacked. So when I first started, I got spiritually attacked, and then I got attacked. Similar to, I'm sad to say, similar to, rest in peace, James Rink, my boy.
Yeah.
I had a similar event that happened to me when I first came online. It messed with my heart, and I actually got hit with something. I got really sick and couldn't stand up. And then a month later, I ended up getting some heart issues. But my guide still persevered, and I persevered by just aligning myself with the right things, because it was kind of like a life moment. It was like, okay, you got to change how you're doing things. And I did. I needed to change things. So it was a huge reflection time and a huge timeline jump for me that got me to this point where I'm able to actually start perceiving them. And man, this is the wild part. Where is this dragon I want to show you? If I can find them. Okay. Let's see. Oh, let's do this. Okay.
You know when you just showed me that one before, the one with the different colors, like for some reason the first name that came to my head was Ahura Mazda. That for some reason that I don't know, maybe that was like him or so, maybe that was a god or something, you know, like could some of
Here's
these
one
things
of
be
them.
like gods?
Yeah, some of them are like, well, some of them are like are like beings, dude. You would see them like this one here. This is a sunset, okay, and like the look at the brilliant pinks and purples, right? But once you kind of mirror this, here you go. He kind of looks like a. I mean, I don't. You can tell me what he looks like.
He's
I
like
mean,
he's like an alien being. He's like a humanoid. He's like a, you know what I mean? He looks like a classic ufological like alien, you know? It's pretty
yes.
cool. Or not classic because he has like something going on with his eyes. He got some like shades on or something, but like, you know, I love this. This is amazing. This is like this is like this is like blowing me away. Thank you so much for doing this, dude. Like coming
Oh,
on here
dude,
and
thank you
sharing
for
this.
having me
Like,
on here. I'm so grateful for being able to share and connect with you, man. This is
we got to
it's
do
a
this
long
more
time coming
often.
from me.
Like,
This one is
yeah.
kind of wild. This one is like a, I would almost say a dragon too, but he's huge. Coming in
Holy shit.
and you can you can see how big he is.
Holy
Like
shit. Dude,
multiple
if I
beings.
saw that in real life, I'd shit my pants. That is
Yeah,
a little scary. I mean, like I know they're good beings, but if that's a little scary. Like I can't imagine that coming
Marvel
out of the
Bliss is in
sky.
here. Shout out to
Holy shit.
Stardust. Shout out to Kathy. Shout out to Marvel Bliss. What's up, guys? Welcome.
I love
I
Marvel
think,
Bliss. I know that Marvel Bliss is
yeah,
a good friend of mine. Yeah. Is she in
yeah,
the
she's
chat?
awesome. Yeah, she's in the
Oh,
chat here.
hey, stuff.
Yeah,
Dude, these are amazing, man. These are next
thank
level.
you. Yeah, and they even are jokesters too. Like they like to show up sometimes to get our attention. So pay attention to your surroundings because you might see something that you like can connect to. Because like here, like they'll show up as like the Ninja Turtles, you know, like here, you know, like
Yeah.
they'll literally show up like this. You're like, wait a second, I've seen this before.
Whoa.
And then they want you
Dude,
they want
that's
you to
insane.
realize, yeah, they want you to realize that. Well, first of all, they can shapeshift into anything. So you gotta be clear with your intentions when you're around them, when you're speaking to them, that this is what you want to see their true self. That's why I'm able to see them because I'm always asking them, hey guys, show me who your true self. But they'll show sometimes up as characters that in our pop culture just to get your attention.
Sovereign Cosmic
Mustang
Wildman has
Debbie's
a
here.
question.
Mustang Debbie.
He
Shout
said,
out to Mustang Debbie. I didn't know Mustang Debbie's in here. Mustang Debbie's amazing.
My friend Sovereign Cosmic Wildman said you sound like Razcast, the rapper Razcast. Have you ever heard of him? He's like an underground rapper.
Yeah, I've heard of Razcast.
He said you sound like him a little bit.
Oh, I do. Interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, and we can take this out not from the sky because there's other beings in our reality field. I mean, there's beings in the elementals too, because a lot of the grid workers see them. Like, you know, this is like a kind of a setup. I'm trying to see if I can find them here. The elementals are a big part of everything. So this is kind of what they look like regularly when you see a picture. I just took a picture outside with the sun setting, and once you mirror it, you can really see them in the trees. Our trees are alive.
Holy
okay,
shit.
There's a consciousness overlay on everything, including the grass. The grass is alive too. Everything you see in this picture is alive and conscious. And there's beings in the trees all around here. You can see the eyes, the shading, the different beings in here. And then when you go to mirror it, you'll see them in here. And I like to just, pay attention to our surroundings and our environment because there's so many of them all over the place. And it's just so cool to know that they're in here. So when you see them in the trees, that's why I pay respect to the trees because the trees are ancient and these beings on the trees have been here for a long time. And they're here and they're assisting. And you might not see them, but they're doing their job. So when we had to cut some trees down, I had to pay my respects to them, which is the first time I ever went and hugged the tree really in a long time. And I just felt like this energy release, and it's just like thanking them because there's so many of them all around. And
hell yeah,
like let's this guy like here, he just like they're all around in every aspect, and they all work with each other, which is very interesting. This is that picture that you were seeing. See, this is why they come in like this and they look like that because they don't want to freak you out. So they come in only showing half of their self in our reality field. Because if they came in looking like like that one picture I just showed you, you would be freaked out. So
well, wait, well, here's what I can see. Dab, I can see like coming down here like this. See my mouse? Like it looks like right here is a dragon or something, or some kind of like, because you can even see like the face, like and then like you see it, it seems, and there's two of it, and like you can be like splitting out here, like yeah,
you can see them like clearly, and then so here's that, and then here's now you're mirroring it, and you can kind of see even more beings in here. They're just prevalent. So when you see storms like this, these aren't storms. These are conscious. We kind of would say motherships, but that's a better way to kind of explain what they are. But it's even more. It's even deeper than that. But every cloud we're seeing, they're conscious beings. Like today, I just got a flyover today, and they're all conscious, and they kind of fly over, and even the more detailed ones, the bigger ancient ones, you'll see all these different irregular shapes. That's why they had to upgrade the cloud registry after like 30 years. Like remember in 2020, all of a sudden they came up with 30 different new cloud types because they couldn't explain all these different shapes and different type of clouds. Well, that's because they aren't clouds. These beings have came back to witness this time, and that's partially what it is. But for us, we explain it like, oh, these are different type of cloud types here. But no, these they aren't that. And see, there you go. And this is that picture that I showed you before from the same one. Very ancient. You can see him in here, and then there's a whole head, but his head is a part of this other being. And without him being here, he wouldn't be here. So they all kind of need each other, and they all kind of work together and assist each other in this time. Here's a night shot coming in, and you can see him right there. So they're following us down the road. Like they're just everywhere, man. You can't go anywhere without seeing them. I'm pretty sure now if you go outside and you just go look at the sky and you see it, you probably have something looking at you. So this is from shout out to Shelly Stardust. I wanted to share her photos because she's amazing, and since she's been working with me and we've been working together for the last year or two, she's been mirroring and also capturing some crazy beings. So like that's why I'm noticing like it's not just me. It's other people. Once you reach that frequency, and she's like in my soul group, she's capturing beings. And this is a shot that Stardust captured in here.
Wow.
And you can see like she captured this thing, and it was massive. And she changed the color a little bit so you can see it's like the purples and stuff. These are the high density frequency colors coming in. And this whole sheet of clouds, like this is what we regularly see. Now, when you enhance it, now you see the brilliant purples, you see the turquoise. These are high density colors coming in from the 13th, 14th, and 15th with this crystalline color here. So we know that there's just something massive just sitting in here. And then of course, when you mirror it, there you go. This thing is a massive, massive being here. That's actually this whole storm system. It's probably got to be
holy shit,
about a mile wide, maybe. This thing is pretty large. Oh, gosh. It surprises me every time I see it, man. It's just like, wow. But yeah, so yeah, dude. And so that's part of this whole thing is like just coming together and just figuring all this out, what this actually is, and helping the collective understand that this is all a part of the process. This is taken yesterday, cat being coming in. So we'll get these rods ready. We'll do some questions for your audience too. If you want.
I love this, man. This is like I was looking at what the audience was saying. Like it was, it's like it says like someone says finally someone's speaking. You're speaking Jennifer's language. She says because she takes pictures of orbs. So she
orbs.
She gets them all the time too.
Oh yeah.
What do you think orbs are? Like,
orbs are consciousness structures and vessels. They move around like here. Like this is a picture of an orb here. Look at this thing. This thing comes and visits me at nighttime, man. And these things are now I would say this. These orbs are Merkabas, some of them, and they're fluid, like a fluid etheric plasma. So it's kind of like water when you kind of like look at them up close, and they're so bright, and they're absolutely conscious, and they move around. Some of them, sometimes you'll see them in your room. So like if you're like just looking around, you'll see like a orb fly by, and it'll be like an orange or green orb or bright white orb. but they are conscious vessels, and sometimes it will be more than one being in that orb. Sometimes it's just one. Sometimes it's like a multitude of different ones. But you'll see them in brilliant colors too. This is one flying by my window here, and you can really see it. And if you really pay attention to it, and you mirror this part and bring the contrast out, you'll see a face in this plasmic auric field that is creating. They'll sometimes create a face outside of this stuff where like the pinks are. And I have some mirrored pictures of that too, where they're actually creating a face on the plasma shield around the orb, which is just mind blowing. I wanted to show something in here if I could find it, man. I took so many pictures for this moment because I didn't know what to share. Oh yeah, I was cooking with a lot of love and intention, and they show up they're even in our food too, in our butter.
So wow, that's amazing, man.
And look, you can see him. He's in the little cat being in my butter while I'm frying the eggs. So you know that they're assisting in our food. They're assisting in everything. They're on everything. It's an overlay on everything. So when you cook with food and you put that love and attention in the food, that energy that's being transferred is being assisted by them, which is also helping assist in other things. So when I seen them in my butter, I was like, dude, they're in the butter, man. Oh man, they're everywhere. Yeah,
that's insane, dude.
So that's why you clear your food. Like before I drink my water, I put the intention and bless my water, and I ask my water to hydrate my body and heal me. And the beings in the water will then transform to do that, just like how they do over the butter and the eggs I was cooking that morning when I blessed it before and they come in and you'll see them. They'll see it magically just change right there. They'll just start doing their thing. So this is that dragon.
Dude, this is amazing. Here's
one of the dragons coming through. Yeah. So you got dragons again all over the place here. And these dragons come up. Now this guy, he came up during the sunset right before my dragon came through. And I took a picture of him. He looks like he's trying to smile here, but his smile is like an actual another being. I asked them if they could smile in some of my pictures and at least look happy. So when you ask them that, they'll come through and do what you ask. And the funny part about it is sometimes they're already doing what you ask before you ask it because they know you're going to ask it. So they can see in your timeline you're going to ask it. So they're doing it. So as you're asking, you're taking that picture, you're already getting what you're asking for, but not without knowing it.
That's insane.
Isn't it insane? It's like, wow, it blew my mind. I was like, wait a second. So you know what I'm going to ask you before I even ask you because you are looking at my timeline and know I'm about to ask you. So you're already doing it. And then I didn't even know that you're already doing it. And I discovered that you're doing it, what I asked after breaking down my pictures. I'm like, wait a second. They already did it. So I'm like, wait, this is mine.
That's insane, dude. That's insane. And it's insane that you have like a friendship with these beings. Like you know them. Like, I mean, like you're actually communicating with them, right? Like they're like speaking to you as well, right? Like,
yeah, it's telepathic, but yes, they put thoughts and concepts in. I have a relationship with my guides, with my higher self, and a unique relationship with God, source, the creator. And they assist. And these angels are, it's interesting. A lot of them assisted with me in my reading. So like, that's what I like to do because they kind of let me know things. And I found out a lot about myself. Like I found out that and I felt like this my whole life that I wasn't from here, which I'm not. My soul is actually, this is my soul's first time here, but as a soul I've been around other places, and because a lot of my conjuncts in my galactic chart are in the galactic supercenter and the great attractor, a lot of my soul imprint is angelic. So I was an angel in a previous lifetime, hence why I can see them, and hence why so many of them know me, because part of my oversoul is connected to that. Because you got to look at the oversoul as a flower, and each petal is a different experience in a lifetime. But when it comes together in this reality, all these experiences come together as one. So that's why it's hard to remember certain things, because it's like you're melting everything together all at once, because everything's happening all at once. There's no time in these dimensions. Everything's happening in the now. So you're having all these memories and experiences meld together. And I found out that a lot of my lifetimes is outside of this universe. So these beings know who I am as a soul imprint. Which is very interesting, and it makes sense for me because I don't really remember too much being here. But in other worlds, I do remember some stuff, and I've connected with certain people that are also part of my soul group, and that's all aligned in our birth. So you can find that out. I usually do readings for the galactic charts, and we can find out your soul group and your frequency, your soul ties to different frequency groups, and you can kind of see like, okay, I understand why I'm connected to this soul group here, these different beings, the Andromedan perspective or the Palladian perspective, and then you go to realize that like you're definitely them, because like each one of these groups has a different archetype. Like Palladian starseeds are more empathic, and they have more heart-centered, so they care about others and they care about creating, and they're heart-centered, as of souls from Orion for parts. They are more logical. They're more logical or serious. I would say serious beings are more like nomads, serious souls. So they're very but they're very smart. And a lot of my connections I found out are connected to Beta Centauri and Andromeda, Lyra. I have a lifetime in Lyra, so that explains why all the cats are around me, and a lot of Lyran starseeds have infinity with animals, specifically cats, but all animals. And cats just seem to love up on them, even if they don't like cats. They just seem to come up in their energy field and just mess with them. Because why? Because their soul imprint. The cats can feel that they're grounded, multidimensional souls, beings themselves, so they can read that energy.
That's fascinating. Yeah, that's I love that, dude. That's dude. This is blowing me away. This really is. Like, I love your perspective on stuff, dude. Like, it's like you have like a great perspective on like the life in this reality. You know. I mean,
dude, it took me a while.
Some people think that we're in a prison planet. You know what I mean? But like. And some people think like so it's like it's good to get different, like you look at it from a different way, like, you know what I mean? What do you see this reality as, like, or what do you think's going on with that, like after seeing these beings and stuff, like, and that change the way you
I feel like it will change 100% once it gets to a certain amount of souls that's awake. It's going to change immediately. We have a couple galactic alignments that's happening in the next couple of months that we haven't seen since World War II and since the Civil War and the Revolutionary War. That's going to tear down all these old systems. We're going from a 9-year to a 1 year. So these powerful energy alignments is going to activate certain generations in the collective. And you got certain generations in the collective already doing what they're supposed to do. So the Uranus and Neptunes and Scorpios right now, they are literally systematically bringing out all this taboo information and bringing it to the collective. That's what they're here to do. And they're literally diggers, and they literally are psychically connected to the collective to bring out this information. A lot of them actually get significant information in their dreams. So that's why a lot of them have a lot of dream recalls. But that generation is bringing out information. Then you got the next generation, the Sagittarius and Neptune and Uranus, just like myself, who are taking all this information, compiling it, and bringing it to the collective. And then you have the Virgos, the Uranus and Neptunes and Virgos, which are bringing all these gadgets. They're bringing the medbed technologies. They're bringing in the correct AI. They're making it, and they're bringing it into the collective and making it a reality. So that's the reason why medbeds are manifesting and becoming real, because of that generations, the Elon Musks and there's a couple people I know that have that. And a lot of them don't consent to pharmaceuticals. They've always been using crystals their whole life. They've always been using natural medicines and homeopathic medicines their whole life. They don't know why. They've just been guided to it. It's been a part of their DNA because it's a part of their soul imprint. It's all part of the energy that's aligned with them. So all this is happening not by coincidence. It's happening all aligned at the right time. So that's why I know that this is going to be a huge change. And once you get a certain amount of souls aligned to their purpose and that frequency, it's going to shift instantly. You're going to see some things change so fast. You're going to be like, wait a second, this is just like, it was just like this yesterday. So
do you think we'll see a massive shift in consciousness on the earth?
Yes.
Like a massive awakening?
It's happening right now. Yes. Every day. Yes. Yeah. And we're getting blasted by many solar flares every day. We don't see them, but we feel them. I mean, you might wake up in the middle of the night. I wake up every now and then sore, body aching. Some nights I can't sleep. So we're getting hit with frequencies that's all
I wake up sore too
every day. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that what that is? So I thought it was I was having nightmares. I thought I was going to another realm, but like it could be. I see what you mean. The solar flares too, because we're getting hit hard at night, right?
Yes, all the time. we're getting bombarded. It's like all the time we're getting hit. And these flares are kind of like, you wouldn't even know they're flares. I mean, it's kind of like if the sun just got real bright, you know, and just like you can feel the heat off of it a little bit. It's like, and sometimes it's happening in our sleep. So that's upgrading us, and it's aligning us to our higher purpose. And then these timeline jumps are happening, my friend. Like have you ever had these moments where you wake up and you just feel like something's changed and you're like, I don't know what it is, or you feel confused on what day it is, but you just remember the day the night before? Like, it's like those instances is because the collective consciousness is shifting gears and we're all aligning, and all of our receivers are becoming activated. See, everybody's a receiving, we're receiving information, and we're anchoring these frequencies in these different areas. And that has a lot to do with it. And there's certain people, man, their frequency level is clearing out energy for a whole city by themselves. Like one person affecting 30,000 people. Crazy, right? So when you walk fully in your spirit and your power, you are literally anchoring in these high frequencies for hundreds, thousands of people. And then that's activating them. And then once people start getting activated, it's just like a domino effect. We're going to start seeing our real reality for what it is. And the lies and the old systematic structure that was here to contain us in this matrix is going bye-bye. It's already going bye-bye now. Just now, they just have to collectively, we have to make that decision. But it's already done. It's already done. The ball's been rolling. It's been rolling for years.
Wow, this is great, man. This is this is next level stuff, man. Oh, what was this? What was this? What is that? Like, what's that a picture of?
So this is a picture of my shower curtain, and it came in the shower curtain. And I was like, dude, you're coming in. You look like a being has like a cigarette or something in his mouth. Here's his eyes, his nose, and he's got. I saw him in here, and I was freaking out because I saw him like this, and I looked around. And I was like, wait a second. And so I was just laughing because I was like, oh, you can't, you know, sometimes they do this. Sometimes they'll sneak in like that, and you'll see them on your skin. You'll see them in your shower curtain. Like if you're sitting, most of you, like if you have like, and I don't want to freak y'all out, but like, you know, go look at, like, even when you're sitting on your couch, look at the imprint when you sit on your couch. You probably might see a face on there because they're assisting you while you're just sitting here watching this video. So when you ever, if you really want to know, listen, just sit in silence in your house. Listen to the energy. If you ever heard that energy, it sounds like something's connecting in the background. Like it sounds like, but there's nothing going on. Like it just sounds like something overclocking. That's them. They're in your house. They're messing with the electronics in your house, but their energy field is so massive that it can energize your electronics. So you might hear them. You might hear a weird connecting sound, like Bluetooth connecting or something. But they're constantly around us all the time.
Wow.
Here's our shot from Kate. I think her name is Kate Cochran. She took this picture, and I said, "Man, do you see that being here? You guys can see him already about the mirroring. You can see him in here. This is like fog or smoke that's in front of her house. Okay, and when you go to mirror it, there he is.
Wow.
And he's being assisted, but there's other beings here. But she says he loved me. The instant sing, I'm entertaining. Oh, that's awesome. No potty breaks. Sometimes you don't get potty breaks with them because I've had a friend, my friend Valence can see them, and he says that when he takes showers, he sees them in his towel, and they do show up in your towel sometimes if you can see them. But as long as you know that they're there, I mean, they're there for your highest good. It doesn't matter. They see everything. The only thing I ask is when, you know, do they watch me when I'm, you know, butterball naked, walk around my house? And they told me yes. So I was like, okay.
Oh gosh.
You know, they do. They see everything, and they don't really care about that because they've seen enough of everything. But they won't watch you when you're in your intimate moments. So if you just want to know that, I got an answer for that. They won't watch when you're in your intimate moments, guys. So you're fine.
Well, this is mind blowing. You know.
Oh, I mean, thank you, man.
This is. I'm so glad we did this. This is like, I think the audience is really enjoying it too. Like, because these images are amazing, man. They're mind blowing. Like,
yeah, this is another one from Shelly here, and I love when people take pictures and send them to me because I love to see what beings is around them. because it lets me know that, like, you know, I'm not the only. Because for my entire awakening, I was always told I was crazy, not good enough, that I'm seeing beings. People were thinking I was the crazy cloud guy, and then when you finally meet somebody who connects with you, that's also seeing them in the capacity you are, and they're taking pictures like this, and they're coming out like this, like, you know, it's rewarding. It's like you're not the only one here. That's me. It's a factor, and it's part of see yourself mastery. It's trusting yourself and trusting that the universe has what is right for you. Because there's a lot of people that it's not right for them at that moment, but it's right for you in the now. So you have to accept that and trust that you're seeing and know what you're seeing is for you. Because these beings, when they show up, they're only visible sometimes for 2 or 3 seconds, and then they're gone. They disappear. That means that was right for you to see.
Yeah,
they don't show up. Sometimes they stay in the sky for a long time, but they know other people are seeing them, and they don't want to freak people out. So sometimes they'll only show up only for a few seconds for you to capture that moment, and then they're gone. And they're morphing into something else.
They make huge. I mean, this one that we're looking at here it's like the whole sky. You know what I mean? It's like they pick up the whole sky.
Look at that look how this is like a 2-3 story building right here. So like and they can morph, yeah, right. And Stardust caught this one here, and on December 3rd of this year, and I was able to kind of mirror these, and this is kind of what she caught here. It's massive. It's the whole sky. Yeah. See, so like you have to take a wide angle shot, guys. When you go out, take a wide angle lens. Don't just focus on one area, because one area you're definitely seeing something, but you're missing out the whole picture, because sometimes it takes one makes many and many makes one. So there's more than one being you're seeing. You might be missing out the huge being that's floating there. You might just be looking at one piece, you know? So yeah, wide angle shots are probably the best way to see them. And this one's from a security camera. Somebody captured on TikTok, and my friend Spaceman shot the Spaceman, and on his camera, and it was an orb flying by, and you could see this thing kind of here. It was raining, and there's fog and orbs flying by. You can see the orb here, and when you go to mirror this, there he is. You can see his eyes, ears. It's like he's wearing a hat. There's another being up here that's glowing with his eyes. But yeah, watchers for sure.
But what made you think to start matching it? Like, do you think they put that idea in your mind to like to start to take the photos and match them, and then you see the image that they come out as? Like, and that's so amazing. You thought to do that.
You have to train your brain to see them, because sometimes when you take a picture, the picture will be so the faces might be all the way across the screen. So you got to train it's like Where's Waldo? Okay, our brains are kind of like and once you train the brain and you see Waldo, you know where Waldo always is. So you got to get comfortable with different faces and different type of beings and how they are presented to you. And I asked them to show me as much as they could, and they did. They delivered. They showed me all different types, to the point where now I'm kind of familiar with all these different types of beings in different capacities to see them. Like this one here, he's kind of looks like a cat. he always makes me laugh when I see him, because his face, he only has a little mustache. But yeah, and then you flip it upside down, it's another being. He's another being upside down.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it looks like he's wearing a helmet, but I like the cat looking one, because he kind of has these weird. He's a little, looks like a what are those cats called? Those he looks like a cat, and he is a cat with a Fu Manchu. That's kind of what he looks like. Yeah. So
a Fu Manchu, yeah.
So yeah, man, this is exciting. I can't wait to really kind of show everyone, and I wanted to kind of get into some live mirroring one day, and maybe do some of that. Maybe we can get some live mirroring and show people live, like how they change and they shapeshift so fast, and sometimes they come together, and you have to be patient enough just to be out there and just ground, and then when you connect with them, and then when they really start going, they'll start pop up like this, and then they'll connect and turn into something else, and it gets bigger, and a bigger being comes through, and they really start, when they know you're looking at them, you'll really notice. You'll know, like you'll see eyeballs pop up, and why is nobody talking about this everywhere? It's a level of frequency. So if you're watching this, you're at that frequency to see it. You were meant to see this, because not everybody is meant to be able to see them, because they're not ready to see them. So it's a certain frequency. So I always believe it's you're meant to be where you're supposed to be at. And the reason why everybody's not ready to see is because, you have a lot of fear porn being pumped out there, false narratives. You got people still on ego worshiping and believing in things outside of their self. So that has to be adjusted and corrected, and it starts from within. And once you are comfortable with that, then the training wheels come off. Then they start showing you things. Then you can connect. Then you can start getting these memories and downloads of your past lifetimes and so forth. And a lot of us are already getting those now. It's some beautiful souls. It's already happening for them. They're getting downloads and memories, and they're finding their tribe. They're connecting with others. And sometimes it takes you being around people of like mind to trigger that effect within you. It's a frequency trigger.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's amazing. This is amazing. Well, so very well said too, man. Yeah, and it's cool. You got other people. You said getting them now. You said like your friend Stardust in the chat. She's getting them as well.
Yeah, she's getting them. Kathy Mathis is getting them. I mean, a lot of people are. Mustang Debbie's got caught a couple of them, and that's in the chat. So a lot of people have been seeing them pretty regularly. And Kathy went from not being able to go out the house, okay, because she was like, you have some rod questions? All right, Kat, we'll get into the rods. We're getting to the rods.
Oh, yeah. I had someone who wanted a rod. She donated for, she sent me a rod reading. It's up. Do you want to do a couple or?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Kathy was one of those people when she started, she didn't want to look at anything, and now she can't go about the house without seeing them. So okay,
that's it. The first one I'll do is Colleen first because and then let me see here. I'm trying to find her profile so you can tap in. Like Colleen, if you're in the chat, can you put a message in the chat because the chat's really going tonight, man. Like it's like the chat's bumping tonight. Oh, here she is.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, this is great, man. I tap into, so I connect with my guides, which are a lot of them are angels, my higher self and source. So you can ask any question you want to the universe, specifically yes or no questions, but I put context to them. So we can find out anything. But a lot of people like to ask like about their lifetimes, how many lifetimes they had, how many guardian angels they have. Some people like to connect with their loved ones. I can connect with loved ones. And just to show you how the rods work, like my yeses are this. Can you show a yes, please? Thank you. My yes is cross. My nose, can you show a no? Thank you. Or like this. Thank you. And can you point to the right for me, please? Thank you. And can you point to the left? Thank you. And can you point at my phone? My phone's to the right. Thank you. Thank you. Can you point to the screen? Thank you. Okay, so he's here. They're here. Thank you. So yeah.
Wow. So that's a spirit doing that?
That's me doing it, but it's also energy. So like, yeah, it's the energy. It's them guiding the rods. I'm just asking them to do it, and they can point. That's part of the thing is when we've realized is that not everybody can do this. That's what I realized. So as soon I didn't know I could do this until I touched the rods and started getting comfortable, and all of a sudden I was able to point at anything and find everything. And Kathy kind of can do the same thing. She's amazing with the rods too, dude. She helped a lot with my development with the rods. And I found out that we're getting the information before it comes to us. And then when it comes, so it's coming to us in our brains, and then it's coming out of our arms into the rods, which is copper. And our bodies is a conductor. So we're getting the information. So I'm actually, sometimes I get the answer way before the rods move. But the rods are an extension of me, and it's coming in from these higher frequencies, and these higher beings are also assisting. So
I love that. I was going to ask it a question. I don't know what to ask it. Like I don't know what to ask.
You want to know about you want to know about your you want to know how many lifetimes you had on Earth?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay, let's just see. Does Robert Kalil have any lifetimes on Earth? Yes. Oh yeah. Yes, I heard you. Okay. Does he have more than 10? I'm pretty sure he has a lot. Okay, more than 50. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, more than 100. Okay. Does he have more than 500? No. Okay. So, does he have more than 250 lifetimes? Thank you. Yes, thank you. Okay. Does he have more than 300 lifetimes? Yes. Does he have more than 325? Okay. Does he have more than 350? I'm thinking you have like 400. My mind, does he have 400? Yes. Does he have more than 400? No. So 400. See, like how that is. Like the number 400 came to my mind, and now I just said yes. So you have 400 lifetimes on Earth. That's a lot of time. You're an old soul here. 400 lifetimes is a long time. And let's say like some of your lifetimes might have been like was Rob lifetime in Atlantis? Was he Rob in Atlantis? So no. Was Rob in Lemuria? Oh yeah, you were in Lemuria though. And how many lifetimes was he in Lemuria? A few lifetimes, more than 10? Yeah, more than 10 of your lifetimes you lived in Lemuria. So
wow,
that's pretty interesting.
Have I ever lived in the future? Can you ask it?
Has Rob ever lived in the future in any of his yes, part of your soul was.
Can you ask it this? Have I ever lived this exact life? Because a lot of times I feel like I've lived this exact life a couple of times. And has Rob
lived the exact life in another lifetime that he's living? Yes. Yeah, you have. Were you here? Was Rob involved in podcasting or even TV or any radio or anything in the previous life? Yeah, you were. Have you ever felt so comfortable in what you're doing that you just feel like you've done this before?
I grew up listening to Art Bell. I used to love watching or listening to Art Bell, and I used to always love UFOs and the paranormal. And then in 2015, I had my awakening, and then I but I always listened to like UFO radio. I was kind of like, into that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
And then 2019, I started my show, and like,
dude, you're like a natural at this, bro. You're natural. It's almost like you've done this before. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why you're so natural at doing this. Was this part of Rob's soul contract that he's doing this right now? That he chose? Yeah. So I believe that like we have Earth lifetimes. So there's some souls that have been reincarnating in this cycle for a long, long time. And you can tell who these Earth souls, these reincarnated souls are, because they're very wise. Okay. They're very well developed. A lot of them are probably in here in the chat right now. And you can tell that a lot of them know that they're ancient. They already know. It's like a feeling.
I have a serious question. I don't know what my audience is going to think of it, but like, can you ask it? I feel like I'm going to die young. If I do, will my podcast be remembered? Will I leave a legacy behind?
Will Rob leave a legacy behind on his podcast? Of course you will. I already got the answer. Yeah, you will. What you're doing is a service, bro, and this is going to be remembered. But don't put that into the collective. Always speak to them that you're going to do what you want. Don't put the thought of you dying early, because you can manifest that reality for yourself. But put the thought that you're going to be happy, healthy, healed, and you'll be remembered for what you did to help upgrade the collective. You put those kind of thoughts in, your reality changes. You control it. But when you keep saying I'm going to die early, or you put that out there, that could actually be a potential timeline for you if you keep putting that out there. So you got to reprogram the brain. So I'm here to assist. And my body is healing, and I will be here happy and healthy and of old age. And I don't think you're going to age at all in the next few years anyway, because when the med beds come out, that's going to help assist. I mean, we are a med bed technically now, but there is technology that's being developed that will have us looking our age that we are now, if not younger.
Wow, that's amazing. Holy shit. Do you think that's for real? Like that'll come out like for real? Like, do you think it's like
100%? First of all, I know this because the collective of certain souls that's here in that generation, they're specifically here to bring out these technologies to assist humanity. And there's a lot of people who want that to become a reality. When you have that happening, it becomes a manifestation in our reality field, and that becomes a reality. So it's already created. It's already done. They're just determining on how they're going to release it, because they don't want to trigger a hysteria. They want this to be as calm and as even killed as possible. So they're releasing it systematically in order as it's supposed to be. So it's right on time. But it will be coming. It is already created. It's already done. Bed beds is here. So they are real, 100%.
Wow. How would you reach the timeline on that? What do you think? Like, do you think like years?
When's the timeline for the med beds? Are the med beds coming out this summer? Yes. These are going to come out by the 250th celebration. Is that the real Jubilee? Thank you. So yeah, I feel like the real Jubilee is the med beds is going to come out by this summer, because it's that's going to start of the Jubilee, which is going to be the 250th year experience for America. And I feel like there's going to be a pause on us. So as they're changing down these systems, and they're going to start ushering all these black listed technologies and bringing out all these technologies out to the public. And they needed a platform to do that. And that's part of what I think this Great American Fair is going to be. It's going to be like the World's Fair. You ever been to the World's Fair
cool.
where they showed all these technologies and game breaking? It's going to be like that. And I feel like they're going to usher in that technology. We might even see evidence beforehand, because there's people right now that are creating this stuff on their own accord. But I believe that the military has this, and they're going to slowly leak it out to certain corporations or businesses that are going to usher it out to the public.
You know what I'm going to do, Brad? I'm going to log into Call-In Studio real quick. I'll have people can be able to call in and talk to you, and you can ask them. They can ask you questions if you want. We can do that. You want to take a couple calls, live calls? I'm going to log in. It only takes me a second. Colleen wanted to know how many lives she had. That was her question, I guess.
Who wanted to know? What's her name?
The girl on the screen, Colleen.
Colleen. Okay. Does Colleen have any Earth lifetimes? Okay. And then, does she have a lot of lifetimes? Yes, a lot. You know what I mean by a lot, right? More than 100? Okay. Yes. Oh, you slammed me. More than 100. 200? More than 200. Yes. Thank you. Does Colleen have more than 300 lifetimes? More than 300 lifetimes, more than 400 lifetimes. I'm getting a download that you have a lot of lifetimes. Does she have more than 600 lifetimes? Yes. More than 700 lifetimes? Okay, now I'm going to ask, does she have more than 1,000? Oh, she's ancient. Does she have more than 1,500? Oh, she's really ancient. Has Colleen been reincarnating in this reality a lot of times? So she's sent down. Was she sent here? Thank you. Was she sent here to help the collective back when the humanity started? Colleen, I want to say you have more than 2,000 lifetimes. Yes, she does. More than 2,500 lifetimes. It keeps giving me yes. Okay. The most I've ever done was somebody had 4,000 lifetimes. She had more than 3,000 lifetimes. Yes. More than 3,000 lifetimes. Jeez. 3,500 lifetimes? That's a lot of lifetimes. All right. Does Colleen have 4,000 lifetimes? So it stopped. So you have less than 4,000. You're as ancient as a friend of mine that I did a reading on. He has the most I've ever 4,000 lifetimes. You have more than 3,500 lifetimes. She had 3,600 lifetimes. Thank you. Okay. 3,700 lifetimes. Thank you. 3,800 lifetimes. Okay. So it stopped there. So 3,750 lifetimes. Okay. Now we're going to go 3,780. Okay. Thank you. 3,785. See, it stopped there. So 3,782. I'm getting like 3,782. 3,782. Yes. 3,783. 3,782 is what I keep getting in my mind. 3,782 lifetimes. That's a lot of lifetimes. That means you were here decades of different things. I want to say that, Colleen, you probably were here during. The first thing that came to mind when I'm thinking of it, you were here during Egypt. Was Colleen here around in Egypt, ancient Egypt? Yes. Did she have several lifetimes in Egypt? You might have memories of that. You're definitely here during Lemuria. Was Colleen here during the Viking Age? I'm getting Viking too for some reason. They're telling me that you were around during the Vikings time too, and you were doing something there. And you were a man in some of these lifetimes. Was she a man? More than half of your lifetimes you were a man. That's what I'm also getting. So you weren't a woman, but you were a man too, and in some of these lifetimes. But 3,785 lifetimes is a long time.
I think she's on the phone. I think we got a live caller, Brad. Hold on. I think this is her because I know her number. Let me see.
Okay. Sure.
Hello. You're live on the air.
Hello.
Okay, so Colleen, is this you?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay.
How is everybody?
Good. Thanks for calling. Yeah, so you can ask Brad
questions. I don't know why. I'm really shaky here in all those lifetimes, but I'm here.
Yeah. You have a lot of lifetimes. I want to say you're an ancient soul. You've been here for a long time. You probably already kind of really realized that. Maybe this is connecting a dot for you, but you've been here for a little bit. You probably have a lot of memories or maybe dream recalls of different experiences, but ancient souls like yourself, it's like a calling once you guys find out that you've been here. It's like, your reason why you're here now for this purpose because of what's happening now. But you're definitely an ancient soul. I would definitely say that.
Yeah,
my daughter turned 18 in July, and I swear that week I woke up a different person.
Could you hear her, Brad?
Yeah, she woke up a different person. Did you feel like you had a walk-in experience?
Could you hear him calling? He asked,
my phone did just break up. What did he ask?
He asked if you had sorry, Brad, this isn't hooked up that great. But you wanted to know, do you have a walk-in experience?
Thank you.
I was on life support for 11 weeks. I actually was in a car accident and I came home on January 11th of 2011 in the middle of a snowstorm, and I always knew that had a reason, but I don't know why.
Interesting. So you said January 11th. You had a
2011.
2011. There was a significant event that happened to you then. Is there a significant event that happened to her? Yeah. It's confirming to me that there was something that happened to you around that time. Maybe there's a shift because I do remember hearing that back in early 2010, 2011, when the planet was first being activated, a lot of ancient souls that's been here started getting their download codes early, and they started having some pretty gnarly experiences during those times. And that's why
the accident was October 15th of 2010.
Interesting. Was it October 15th, 2010 that she had this experience? Oh man, it's smacking me. Yeah, they're telling me yes. Yeah, so what you're feeling is correct. That moment when that happened was the beginning of you being upgraded, and you were here since it's like it's kind of like they know because your soul is so ancient that they know you can handle that kind of, like you've been battle tested. So from all these different lifetimes, so they know you can handle these upgrades first. So they kind of go to these more advanced souls, and they start that process. And I feel like a lot of people had those similar experiences that are really more advanced and have been here for a while. They get these upgrades first, and a lot of them have gone through the wire because during that time there wasn't that many people that were actively conscious, knowing what was going on. So it's kind of like you're going in the battlefield without that many tools by yourself. So, but that's awesome. I want to say like all these different lifetimes. Yeah. All these different lifetimes you're having.
No, yeah, I get a lot of interference, so my phone is breaking up. So I'm going to hang up and listen because I just get messed with a lot.
Okay, well,
thank you. I love your face, and I'm going to hang up now. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, sometimes. So like, yeah, I feel like sometimes because I'm getting like I'm getting like she's an empath too. Like that's what I'm getting like this download of empath. She an empath? Yeah. So it's like because she's an empath too, like some empaths, like I'm an empath, so I'm very sensitive to energies. And like when I'm on the phone with certain people, like the phone will go crazy or it will shut off and like or it will disconnect. And it's just interesting. But yeah, she's interesting. Very cool.
Selena really won next. I don't know if she wants to call in or not because I asked her if she'd call in, but she has I told Melly once one too. I told her to call in because it's better if they call in because then they can talk to you and ask you the question. You know what I mean? It's like almost like one-on-one. You know, like it's like. So let me pull up.
That's awesome.
This is Selena here, and I guess she just wants a general reading. I'm not sure. She just said do a reading for me, but it's like maybe she'll call in. I don't know. Like, that would be great because like. I liked how you were able to like interact with Colleen and stuff. You know, like that was cool, man. Like,
yeah, man. That's just how when I do my readings. When I connect with someone, we it's all energy. So I'm connecting with them. That's pretty much how it is for me. Now it's interesting because in my chart, like I have a lot of interesting alignments where I'm really good at reading people naturally, and then I'm getting these downloads of information about them, like all of a sudden out of nowhere. It's like I can connect with their higher self and go into like their records, and my guides are just feeding information to me, and it just makes sense. And
here we go. We got another caller. This is it, and that was amazing. Hello, you're live on the air with Dab, Brad, and Typical Skeptic podcast. Who's calling, please?
Am I on there?
Yeah. Hi, who's calling?
Yeah. Are you talking to me, Rob?
Yeah. Who's this?
Okay, it's Jennifer, Joyful Jennifer.
Oh, hi, Jennifer. Good to hear from you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm so tickled to hear from Brad.
Oh, well, awesome. Nice to meet you, Jennifer.
He said, "Nice to meet you, Jennifer."
Did she have a question for the universe?
Oh my gosh, Brad! As soon as I saw your pictures on the screen, I just wanted to do a Mexican hat dance. I don't know, any kind of dance.
Jennifer, do you have a question for Brad?
That's awesome.
I do. I would love to know how old I am. And
How old you are?
I would love if he could confirm that I am connecting with saints and angels, archangels, to be exact.
You want to know how old your soul's been here?
You want to know? He said, "You want to know how old your soul's been here,
now?
or your age now?"
I would love to know how old I am. Yes. Okay, you got to tell me, Rob, because I can't hear anything.
Okay, yeah, I know. I got to set up an audio interface. I know
Like
that. I have
how
this kind of rigged.
Does she mean how old she is now, or how many lifetimes she's been?
Do you want to know how many lifetimes you've had, Jennifer? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I would love whatever he wants to share. I would love to know how old I am, how many lifetimes.
Yeah, let's do it.
And
lifetime. Thank you.
Am I connecting with saints and archangels? Because that's what I feel that's coming in.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I can also tell you which archangels work with you the most too. Like how many of them are like assisted? Because some of us have certain archangels that work with us the most, a lot, and then we can call in other ones. But we have ones that are assigned to us too. So okay, so for Joyful Jennifer, does she have any lifetimes?
Is it Samuel? Is it Samuel that's connected to me since birth? I would love to know what angel from birth. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Okay, Jennifer, I'm going to let
Samuel
you
is one of your guardian angels, and but you have more than one. She have more than one. I feel like you have more than one. Yeah, you do. So Samuel's one of them. I would say this Archangel Michael, one of her angels. Yes. And Samuel, thank you. Samuel, thank you. Is it Ariel, also one of her angels? Does she have all the archangels as one of her guides? Oh, she does. I get that you have all of them. So you don't have, it's not just Samuel. Samuel's one of the main ones, but you can call all of them pretty instantly, and they all are there are certain souls that here that have all the archangels at their disposal. So you're one of them. So I believe that you pretty much can call on any of them, and they'll show up instantly for you. And if not, they're there all the time. But Samuel might be there. Is Samuel there more than any of the archangels for her? Thank you. Oh, yeah. Samuel's there a lot. So you're right. Samuel is there for you and saying yes. But I'm curious to know, because you do have lifetimes here on Earth. Does she have more than 100 lifetimes on Earth? Okay, so she does. Does she have more than 200? Thank you. More than 300? Thank you. More than 400? Thank you. More than 500? Thank you. Okay. More than 1,000? More than 1,000? More than 1,500? Okay, so I'm getting 2,000. I'm getting like 2,500. So yeah. So it stops a little over 2,000. So you have a lot of lifetimes. Anything over 500 is a lot of lifetimes to me. I mean, so you have a little under 2,500. Let me see where we can get around. Because it stopped at when I said 2,500. So does she have 2,400 lifetimes? Thank you. Does she have 2,450? Okay, I'm getting like I'm getting a number 2,487. Yes, 2,488. See, now it's giving me a maybe. So it's 2,487. Yes. Okay. 2,487. I've got the number 2,487 in my head. I don't know.
2,487.
Yes.
Rob, I can't hang up.
Yeah, a lot of lifetimes. Most of your lifetimes have been around for. Mm-hmm. You've got a lot of your lifetimes have been around
is my
for many years.
Assigned guardian angel.
Say that again.
You said Samuel is our assigned guardian.
Samuel is one of your assigned angels, but you have all of them.
Guardian angel.
Oh, asking for Rob. Yes, that would be good thing. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Samuel is one of your main guardians because you acknowledge him, but you one of those souls that have access to all of them, and all of them are your guardians. I believe that a lot of the ancient souls that have been here have access to all these archangels, and they just think, but Samuel is one of the ones that's around you a lot. That's what I was getting before, and I want to say too, yeah, we should probably do that for Rob too on his, because I'm curious to know, Rob, does Rob have all the archangels? Does Rob have all the archangels? Okay, just to clarify, so it's not showing me a yes. Am I a female? No. So okay, so it's you're just to show everybody a no. But I'm getting that you have all the archangels too, Rob.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and then partially you call
Selena and Melly. I guess Selena and Melly don't want to call in. They just want to, I guess, answer through the chat, which is fine. We can do that too. It's better if you call in, but we can do it this way too. So Selena says this is her birthday, and then she wants like if you could do astrological for her.
Okay. Does she have a time she's born and location? And I can look her up real quick. I can put it in here. I'm putting it in right now, actually, as we speak. Because what it is
did you hear that, Selena? Yeah.
Because what it is your time of birth and where you're born is very specific to your alignment, and I could, if you don't know your birth time, I could find your birth time, which I also can do, but generally I like to just go right off of what people tell me, and because where you're born also shows in your alignment of where you are. So yeah,
I'm just waiting for her to answer. No, nothing yet. And Melly, if you're watching still, Melly, I know you wanted a reading. I don't know if you put your question in the chat, but then because I don't want to miss you. I know Melly wanted a reading too. So, and whoever, she says she's on. She says she says I am 22. I don't know what she means by that.
If you're born in 82, you're born in my year.
I was born in 1980.
The baby's born in the 80s, 82. A lot of us are crystal children. We're a little bit upgraded from the indigos. We have a little bit more DNA codes activated, and we're here as bridges for the other collective. And a lot of us are very, very, we're here to do a lot of things. We're the bridge generation. We're here before the internet, and we're here during the internet.
I love that. Yeah.
So 80s babies. Really from like 1980 to like, because it's sprinkled in. Because when you look at it I look at it like you're like seasoning food. Seasoning goes everywhere. Sometimes the granules go all the way across the table. It's kind of similar to how they kind of seasoned us in here. So some of the indigos go way before the time of when they're supposed to come, and some come a little late. And same with the crystal. It's kind of like overlaid, and the rainbow children and so forth. And indigos. There are indigo 1, 2s, and 3s. Some have all three of them. Some are just 1, 2, and 3. The indigo 3s have the oversoul, the two souls going on with the Orphem soul, and a lot of them used to be problem children going around up, and then they have a 180, and then they end up becoming like a beacon of light. And then you have some that are just they have all the indigo traits, but did she put a time in? Your indigo type 1s are interesting. Type 1s have all the DNA imprints needed. He needs a time of birth. Yeah. I know. See that.
I didn't see it.
But indigo type 1s are like they come in. They came in with all the necessary tools to help the collective, and it's rightfully so because they're the first wave. So a lot of indigo 1s can control the weather, and a lot of them are grid workers, and they're just really powerful.
I have a friend who's an indigo type 3. She's in this chat, or she's usually in the chat. Her name's Kelly, and I guess that's when a soul encompasses the body. You're like living a dual soul, or a dual something like that. Yeah, like I don't know. What was I say? Oh, Selena said her master number is 22. I don't know if that helps.
She's at 551. Okay, I got her time. Where were you born at? That's all I need. I got her time though.
I think she's a Midwest girl. She's from like Chicago, Illinois area, but I don't know that for sure. I know that's where.
Oh, I can also tell you your blood type too. Yeah, I found out I'm a B negative. It's kind of crazy because it makes sense. It makes sense because it's not a lot of B negative, and I'm RH negative, which also is interesting. That's why they were trying to take all my blood, dude, when I was at the hospital, and they wouldn't tell me my blood type. So I ended up asking my guides, and they said I was a B negative. Makes
dude,
sense.
I'm a negative too. I'm an O negative. Yeah, like it's like
it's very interesting. You're an O negative. He said
she said Wood River. That's where she was born. Wood River.
Okay, Wood River, Illinois. Okay.
Illinois. Oh yeah.
I got you. Wood River. Let's see here. Let's see.
This is so much fun. I'm having so much fun.
I'm having it too, man. This is great. Oh wow, you're powerful. You got a Scorpio sun in 26 degrees. I don't know which house it's sitting. It's sitting in your it's in your 6th house. Well, first of all, the 26 degrees kind of tells me a lot. That you are well developed in your core self. Like you're real hyper aware. You are an empath on both ends. Okay. Because you got a 3 degree alignment in your moon sign in Capricorn. But let me see here. And I'm looking to see. So it's in your 6th house. So your core self is usually on improving things. You're very intense. You like to kind of do a lot of investigative work with a lot of different things. I feel like you thrive in roles that are like really deep, like research or management, or like you like uncovering hidden truths. Like you're a detective, and you probably are really good with psychology naturally because of the Scorpio energy. A lot of Scorpios in the 6th house in their sun sign are real passionate with wellness because the thing about the 6th house is all about improving and being on top of their health and their and making sure things are good. So a lot of them are interested in leading in these transformative health practices and dealing with detoxes and so like it'd be natural for you to get into some kind of herbal medicine because you have this in there. And then on top of that, you're a little bit psychic, having that 26 degree alignment in your sun.
She's like a white witch, you know. She's into like magic and psychic abilities, and you know, she's even studying with a mentor.
Really?
She's she's really cool. Yeah, she's pretty magical, like in that way, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe so. And then on top of that, she's got an empathic alignment in her moon sign at 3 degrees, which makes it so. All right, how it works is like when you're on both ends of the spectrum, they're both empaths. But like when you're in the beginning, when you're closer to 0 degrees, a person has the rawest energy of that sign, and it's more heartfelt. And since it's her emotional side, she's more of like a rock. She's a very solid person. I see you as a emotionally really inquisitive, ambitious person. You have sometimes you have difficult just being happy, but like you like to get things done. You're really emotionally reserved for Scorpio, but having this, I mean, like you're not like a normal Scorpio. Like normally, like Scorpios are really like have that emotional type of thing, but for you, it's like you're kind of very solid. You have a cautious approach to your feelings, and you're really guarded. Like you're really shielded, and it's also rightfully so because you are an empath. So you feel people's energies around you. You probably feel people's energies walking to the store. You probably can't even go to the store a lot because it's too chaotic. If it's too chaotic for you, you're not going in there. But it's in the 8th house. So the 8th house represents psychic matters, connection to deep-seated emotional problems. It can connect to the occult. So I just feel like and it's transformation. So I feel like you this combined with Capricorn in this position for you makes you really resilient. Like you are, whenever you lose something, you rise up stronger from it. Like you are, even traumas, like you can handle trauma. You probably been through a lot and probably handled it very well. You are a phoenix that can kind of transform through things very easily. And that's what you're helping empowering people. Also, I do see that you have a rising in Taurus. Man, you're really grounded. You got a rising in Taurus, and that's also in 29 degrees. That's a high alignment. So you're a very grounded person, but you like the pleasures in life. You like the simple things. You like the pleasures. You want security. You want a home base for yourself. I also like to say you work hard for the things that you have, your home. You're very passive, but you love nature. And this is a very sensitive alignment for you. I want to say, like, you are very, very psychically inclined. So him saying that you're a witch or whatever, this is natural for you. You're born to do this. You probably are definitely getting information pretty regularly. You're also a lighthouse too. Wow. You got a Venus alignment in 29 degrees. 29 degrees is the highest alignment you can get in Venus. So when I say you're a lighthouse, you are very much a lighthouse, very sensitive to these energies. I almost want to say that like wherever you go, people notice your energy field and they feel comfortable around you. It's like you can drop people drop their guard around you a lot of the times. And a lot of times you might not want to I almost want to say, because your Mercury is also in 25 degrees and it's also in Scorpio, you're very good at reading people very well. Like it's a natural thing for you. Like your thought process is geared for this. So you do get information, I think psychically, from certain sources that's coming in, and you have this deep-seated urge to want to communicate with people because you can kind of see things for what they are. It's hard to kind of hide things with you. You're a natural at doing this. And you can get your point across without even having to even say anything. That you're that powerful. But I would say that most of the time, people will drop their guard with you, and they automatically feel comfortable with you, and they tell you everything anyway. So you don't even have to say anything. Your energy field is so inviting for people that they just naturally just feel comfortable with you, and you can kind of help usher people and help heal them in that way. So you're kind of like that person. Now, having all this Scorpio in your chart, this would kind of make you appear secretive or nonverbal, and you're just doing that to protect yourself because you're hyper aware of the fact that other people and how energies work. So because you're hyper aware of that, that's why you kind of shield yourself. You're constantly and sometimes unconsciously making these judgments to protect yourself and put yourself around a lot of people. You're probably getting a lot of energies around you now, having these really sensitive alignments. So very interesting. You also have a Jupiter in Scorpio. Man, you got a lot of Scorpio in your chart. I would say you're like an alpha Scorpio here. All the Scorpio in here. So your Jupiter in Scorpio lets me know at 22 degrees, it's in your 6th house, that you are like meant to be in helping others, especially with health issues. You're a good worker. You know how to help assist with people, and especially in a time of need. So you're here for that reason, and you do get information from everywhere. So like information comes to you not just from like your news feed, but from other people. Sometimes even just from downloads, just from sitting around. Like you just get it from reverse osmosis a lot, and that's kind of like how you learn, is by just trusting yourself and going through the process. But it's in your 6th house, so you're like a hard worker. You're very inspirational for people. You just keep your head down. You knock things out. You get to get things done. You focus on your health, and you're very persistent with this. Like, you know, health is your wealth. Part of your mantra. It's part of your core self. You got this. Your outer planets rule generation more than a person, and you have that Sagittarius. You're in my generation with this. So I want to say, like, your Uranus and Neptune, you're here. You're kind of here to kind of uplift the collective. It's in your 7th house, so you're like the 7th house is like the mirror house. It connects to people who are around, or soulmate connections, or loved ones, or marriage. Just the house of marriage. So I feel like you're going to end up finding somebody, or you already have it, or maybe you were planning to, that's going to mirror you and take you to that next level, because you're kind of, it's like it's showing me that you're kind of ready for it. I'm not going deep into your chart with it, but I would say that like you have a lot of planets in the 8th house too. So the 8th house rules your chart. Okay, so the 8th house, yeah, you're over your planet. The 6th house rules your chart, and the 8th house rules your chart. Like you have I think you have like 5 planets in the 6th house and 4 planets in the 8th house. So you're a really deep person, really resilient, transformative, and then you're here for service. That's like the mantra I keep hearing in my head is you're here for service. Like you're here to be service to others, and you are a natural humanitarian because of this, and you like fixing things, and you will work diligently to do it. So,
dude, this is an insane reading. This was amazing.
Yeah, we can go deeper than that, but my readings are usually, that's why my readings last so long, but they're all recorded. So if you get a reading from me, I record it. So I usually do it live like this, recorded, and then we go into your whole chart. We do your whole natal chart and your galactic chart. So we go through all that, and it's pretty deep and informative like this. So
we just had 2 other people, but this was I don't know, but they have different questions. Like this one is I'll show you. This one's from Melly. She says, "My question is, will 2026 be a transitional year for improvement? And how many lifetimes, please?" She says, and but I think we need her birthday, right? Did we need her?
Oh no! For this one, we just have the rods.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so for 2026 be a transitional year for improvement for her, for Melly Star. Yes, yeah, it will be a transitional year for improvement for you. It starts with right now. Every moment for you, I look at it like this. Every day, look at it as you want to be 1% better than you were yesterday. And if you look at it like that, you set your intention for this year. So starting tomorrow night, when New Year's Eve, you set your intention for what you want this year. Don't worry about the outcome of where you're going to go, but worry about every day the small victories, because that's how manifestation starts, when you can complete these small victories and be better than you were the next day. So every day, so set a goal for yourself and say, okay, by 6 months, I want to be here. I want to be doing this. So the first week of next year, you go in saying, okay, what have I learned today? What can I do to improve myself today that I didn't do the day before? And you set small, manageable goals, 1% better every day. And you're going to get to, you'll see whatever you want is going to manifest in your reality field faster than you can imagine. And then how many lifetimes you had. So
that's interesting. This is so you're meant to do this, Brad. Honestly, you're like, I mean, like you're really like tuned in. I can tell it. You're really tapped in. Like it's amazing, man. Like
it took me a while to be like this, man. But I'm happy that it's being receptive right now, because we get let's just say this. There's a lot of energies that don't want this information coming out, that's trying to block things. Okay, let's see lifetimes here. Does Melly have any lifetimes on Earth, Melly Star? Oh, no. So is this our first time here, like myself? Is this her first time? This is your first time here, Melly. This is her first time on Earth. Is she an ancient soul outside of this plane? Yes. Now I want to know this. Now I want to know how many galactic lifetimes you have, because before you came here, your soul also has lifetimes in other places before you came to Earth. So I want to say, does she have any lifetimes in the galactic center or super or greater tractor or any of the galactic areas? Okay, does she have more than 2? Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Is part of Melly's soul angelic? Interesting. Was she an angel in a previous existence? You're just like me, Melly. Part of your soul is from this universe. Actually, I would say it's angel. You were an angel in a previous life, and this is your first time here. So you're a newer soul here. But you also are very ancient, because these lifetimes off the planet don't have time. I mean, you can exist for thousands of years, and you do have a couple conjuncts, I would say, in the galactic center, super galactic center, greater tractor. Any of these galactic areas you have a conjunct in your galactic chart that would kind of tell me some information. But the Raja's saying that you were an angel in a previous existence, and part of your oversoul is. So it's like you're very new here, but you're meant to be here at this time, and you are a well-developed soul.
Wow, that's fascinating. That's fascinating. You know what? It could be an angel thing. This next girl is Michelle. She's a really good friend of mine, and she put her information up. She says March 4th, 1985, 11:40 PST, San Diego. But what I wanted to tell you about her is she feels like she's angel incarnate. She was trying to tell me I was too, and she was like, she definitely feels like she's like like seraphim bloodline? You know, like seraphim incarnate.
She is an angel, definitely. Angel incarnate, like seraphim bloodline. Is she a seraphim bloodline angel? I'm getting a no, but you are angelic. I would definitely say your oversoul has some angelic connections. Was she an angel in a previous lifetime? Was it multiple lifetimes? Thank you. Yeah, you were an angel in multiple lifetimes. So you do have a strong angelic connection. So that is interesting. Maybe that's partially why you might think like seraphim, or it's something. It's something definitely connected to that. I would almost want to say that like your lifetimes were not in this universe as well. Most of your lifetimes were not. You're not from here. Like it's outside of this known universe, like into another realm, another realm, angelic realm. So kind of similar to me. Like my a lot of my soul imprint is in the primal sound and light fields. It's not even in this universe, so I can't even clock where that goes. I want to say it goes to like the angelic realm or where source is. But these galactic areas are like white holes. They're like portals, and they go to these other realms, and we can't even fathom where they go. Let's just say that. But if we know it goes somewhere, and somewhere important, and there's some angelic souls that's here that have incarnated back into the human experiences to help uplift it from the inside, and you're one of those souls.
Wow, that's amazing, Michelle. That is really cool. And I think she might be away from her computer because she's not answering. But that's really amazing to know. You know,
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, she said she's listening. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's one of those souls. I definitely want to say that I was getting that right away when I first started just picking up on it. Like that's what I got there. He said, "Don't feed the trolls." Kathy out here. She wishes she can post sage on your wall here.
Yeah, you brought good people with you. These people, it seems like your friends are really cool too.
Man, they're awesome. I love them, man. My soul group. They're all part of my soul family. On my journey, I met them and we've connected, and they support me and I support them, and that's what we're supposed to here to do is uplift and empower each other. On things like this, especially when it comes to information that's activating everyone else. You know, this is a part of what's supposed to happen. So yeah, this is great, guys. Did you want me to do her chart or look at her chart? Or?
Oh yeah, I guess yeah. Let
me see here.
And I just got to ask Andromeda, did you want a reading too? I think the Andromeda wanted a reading, and I don't want to like depending on how long you go on hers, but I mean, like, what was your question, Andromeda? We'll ask it after this. Put it in the chat if you can.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. I just gotta put her information in so I can look at her chart.
Nellie Star says, "Brad, you have a beautiful heart."
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You guys are amazing. I thank you guys so much for everything. Was it 11:40? Was it PM or AM on her birthday?
Oh shit, Michelle! If you're listening, I'm on text with her, so she can tell me. Michelle, was that AM or PM? Yeah, she should just call in. I wish Michelle. You can call in, right?
Oh, Andromeda wants to know how many lifetimes he's had. Is that what it is, Kathy? Why she waiting? Why we're waiting for her to call in? Does Andromeda have more than lifetimes on Earth? Andromeda, yes. Okay. Yeah, Andromeda, you do have lifetimes on Earth. Does Andromeda have more than 100 lifetimes on Earth? Yes. More than 200? Oh wow, more than 300. With a name like Andromeda, I would say you have a lot of lifetimes because you know who you are. Or well, at least part of your soul group is 400. Because I can already tell you, part of your major part of your oversoul is Andromeda. 500, 500, 600. Thank you. 700. Okay, can we just say more than 1,000? Does Andromeda have more than 1,000 lifetimes? Yes, I thought so. I'm getting a 2,000. Yes, 2,500. Yes, like with a name of Andromeda, I feel like he's got a really old soul, man. I'm getting like numbers in like 3,000s numbers. Let me see. Hold on, I gotta clear my rods. I gotta do this every so often because the energy. Because what happens is the rods. You're sitting in the group here. people can direct energy at my rods. So sometimes I have to clear the energy because the rods can pick up energy. Like I can actually answer a question without even having to ask the question. Sometimes I got to clear the rods off when I do that, because people are like psychically putting in the energy or sending the answer to me. And so that's what the selenite's doing. So that's why you see me rubbing the selenite on the rods. It's clearing it out. Okay.
That's interesting. It's so interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I've sat here and done the rods, and the person said, okay, I'm not even going to ask the question. I'm just going to sit here, yes or no. And he's just thinking the question and it answered. So that's what I'm saying. Like it does that. And some people direct that to me. So I ask if you're doing that just to stop. So that way, if not, I'll just block it out anyway. But
yeah, they shouldn't be doing
somebody's
that.
doing that. I feel like somebody's doing that. It's
Yeah.
okay. Thank you. Is somebody doing that, Rods? Yes. See, they know. They know. That's why they're going wonky. But okay, more than 2,500 lifetimes for Andromedan. Thank you. More than 3,000. 3,500. Yes, I knew it was going to be more than that. I kept thinking, like, my numbers, is it 4,000? It's saying yes. 4,000 lifetimes? Andromeda, you've been here a long time, brother. You've been here a long time. You're about to break the record. 4,100? 4,200. Oh, my gosh. All right, 45, because that's what I'm getting in my head. 45? That's a lot of lifetimes, dude. I've never met anybody with this many lifetimes in my life. You're the first Andromedan. 4,500 lifetimes. Is it more than 4,600? Okay, so it stopped. Wow, you have 4,550? No, so it's less than that. Thank you. Is it 4,525? No. 4,510. 4,510. 4,511? No. 4,510. 4,500, 4,510 lifetimes. Damn. You're an ancient, bro. You've been here a long time. With a name like Andromedan, yeah, you definitely. I would say, is Andromedan, has he had more than one lifetime in Andromeda? Yes, you are definitely Andromedan for sure. And you've been here for a while. You've been here, I almost want to say one of your lifetimes was here when Earth was being created, correct? Yes. Oh, yeah, it's smacking me. Yeah, you are, I want to say, like, you've lived a long time here. You've seen a lot. Does it feel like that for you, Andromedan? Does it feel like 45? You have the most lifetimes I've ever done a reading on. So when you're that advanced of a soul, memories to you is like deja vu. And sometimes you might have a lot of experiences where you've done stuff here, but you've been here for a long time.
Well, I love that for him. That's cool. I mean, it must be. No wonder he doesn't like Earth. He doesn't like his experience.
Oh, Kathy got 4510 too. She's using her rods too, so she got 4510. Wow. Thanks, Kat. That's confirmation. See, me and Kat are linked. Cool. Like she has her own rods, and like she'll back up and get the confirm it. So that's a confirmation. So it's 4510. 4510 was right. Thanks, Kat.
That's awesome. I don't know what we should do about Michelle, because she didn't call in. Maybe she just wants to listen, I guess. Or
it's all good. If you guys want a private session from me, please go and click the link in the description, and just go on my website. You can I have all my readings on there. My dowsing rod readings, you just have to email me about, and I can give you a number of price, because it depends on the time. It's just an energetic exchange. But as far as my readings go, if you want a reading, I'll have the link for Rob to put on there, so that way you can find me, and all the readings, you'll get all your information, you'll get all the charts, all your alignments in the video, and I do most of them live, so you'll also be live when we do it.
Yeah, Jason, one of my moderators found your link. It's like Soul Ascension reading. I gotta find it. Jason, if you have that link, can you put it in the chat again? I'll pop it up.
Yeah, Soul Ascension readings. Yes.
Yeah. He's good with that stuff. Like, he's like the best moderator. He finds people's websites all the time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Oh, and Andromedan, you're welcome, my friend. You are amazing. You're amazing. Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. 45, dude. That's the most lifetime of. Like, I love to talk to people like that, man, because they've been here for a long time, and like their perspective on seeing things. Like he knows like he's been here for a while. Like it's like that. It's like a knowingness. Thank you. That's what it is. And it's that's my website for now, but I'm creating a new one, but it works for now. It has a little query box. You just type in, and it sends me an email, and then I'll email it back to you. Just give me a little time to answer it, but I usually get email directly back. Or you can contact me on any one of my socials that's on there, and contact me there. So.
Yeah, Brad, I was just gonna say, like, dude, this was so much fun. Like, you're a really uplifting dude, man. You know, I love that. Like, it's like I love to having that. You're like, I love the fact that you're positive and like, you know, it's refreshing, man. It really was. This was really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Energy is positive energy is contagious, man, and I'm so happy to be here to connect with you guys. This has been an amazing experience. And I love your audience and everybody in here. It's been so fun. We should do this again sometime.
Hell yeah. Yeah. If you want to come on after the new year, we can do it again, you know?
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that, man. I would love to do it. And maybe we'll do some galactic charts. Maybe we'll pick some people and do some galactic readings. Cause the galactic readings, they kind of I like to do the natal charts, but I kind of connect it together. That's why I bundle all my readings together. Cause it's like you want to get all this information because it all make sense for your alignment, for your birth alignment, your birthday alignment, your natal chart alignment, and then your galactic alignment kind of blends together for everything. So it kind of shows like everything about us, even our frequency is connected to these past lifetime experiences and the frequencies. And some of us have soul ties to these groups. They're not lifetimes, but it feels like we belong, like we're a starseed from there, because and we don't get access to that until some karma gets resolved or we get older in life, and then we start getting access to these frequencies and these soul tie groups, and then we start opening us up to this whole world of frequency, and a lot of us are bridges for this. There's some of us that have been incarnate and visited so many places that we understand a lot of different souls here on the planet right now, and that's why we have a lot of different groups of friends and all these different. Because every group of friend that you see if they are actually have a soul, then they're probably connected to a particular soul group. And you might have a small connection and a part to play of understanding who they are. Hence why you're the bridge.
Wow, I love that, man. Well, dude, thank you so much for coming on tonight. This was amazing. And yeah, guys, book a session with Brad, you know, get a reading from him, you know, and reach out to him and tell him, you know, how much you guys like the show. You know what I mean? I'm sure you can do that, you know, because you know, this was amazing, man. This was one of the best shows, you know. So thank you, Brad.
Yeah, man. That's amazing.